See, this is mechanism of respiration. In the earlier lecture, I said that mechanism of respiration have three characteristic feature. It is a biological process. It involves exchange of gases, and thirdly, it results in formation of ATP. Okay, so these are the characteristic feature of this mechanism of respiration. Later on, we have seen that mechanism of respiration involve 4 steps. First one, breathing. Second, external respiration. Third, internal respiration. And fourth is cellular respiration. These are the 4 steps which come under mechanism of respiration. We are going to study one by one. We are going to start with first one, that is breathing. What is this breathing? As earlier I said, breathing, it is a active process. Remember that active process means it requires energy. The processes, the biological processes which requires energy are called as active processes. So we are going to start with the first step, that is breathing, and this breathing is one of the active process. This breathing, it involves 2 steps. First step of breathing is called as inspiration. Inspiration, the process by which air is taken inside, and second step is called as expiration. This expiration is the process in which air is given outside. We are going to see the stages, the processes taking place, the events taking place in the process of inspiration and the expiration. Before starting with this inspiration, expiration, we'll see the organs required for the process of breathing. So the organs concerned with breathing are, as you know that lungs are situated inside the thoracic cavity. So the structures forming thoracic cavity or the thoracic cage, first one is the ribs. Ribs are concerned with formation of thoracic cage. Secondly, sternum. Third one is the intercostal muscles. And fourth structure related is muscles of diaphragm. So what are these? You are familiar with ribs. We have 12 pairs of ribs which forms lateral part of the thoracic cage. Sternum is present towards the anterior region, that means towards the ventral part of the thoracic cage. About intercostal muscles, what does it mean? Inter for in between and costa for ribs. Remember that this word costa means the ribs. So we can say that muscles found in between the ribs are intercostal muscles. And here muscles of diaphragm. Diaphragm is the partition between thoracic cage and the abdominal cavity. So muscles of diaphragm are also related with organs of breathing. So once again I repeat, breathing is the first step of process of mechanism of respiration. It involves 2 steps, inspiration and expiration. Organs concerned with the process of breathing are ribs. We have 12 pairs of ribs. So ribs from back side, they come forward. In front of that there will be sternum. The ribs are get joined to the sternum. Intercostal muscles means the muscles which are found between the ribs, and diaphragm is present from the lower side. So thoracic cavity, below that there will be abdominal cavity, and separation is made up of diaphragm. So muscles of diaphragm are also related with the process of breathing. Now we are going to start actually with the process of breathing with its 2 steps, inspiration and expiration. We will see first the events taking place during inspiration. It is very easy because for its understanding we have to take a deep breath like pranayama. So when we take a deep breath, all of you breathe in like this. So when we take a deep breath, what happens? The changes start with the diaphragm. First of all, we'll study about diaphragm. What happens in the diaphragm? This diaphragm, its muscles contract, and due to contraction of muscles of the diaphragm, this diaphragm, it flattens. Remember that. There is a flattening of the diaphragm. So the diaphragm, which is generally dome shaped, becomes flat. At the same time, second change is taking place in the ribs. What happens with the ribs? Remember that due to contraction of intercostal muscles, remember that here there is contraction of intercostal muscles. What do you mean by intercostal muscles? Intercostal muscles are the muscles which are found in between the ribs. So there will be contraction of intercostal muscles. When these intercostal muscles contract, what happens with the ribs? This moves upward and outward. So when we take a deep breath, you can feel that the ribs are moving upward and somewhat outward. So remember that what happens with the rib due to contraction of intercostal muscles, these ribs will move outward and upward. So because of all this, because of what? Because of contraction of intercostal muscles, movement of ribs towards the outward and upward position, and because of flattening of diaphragm due to contraction of intercostal muscles, this all results in increase in volume of thoracic cavity. There will be increase in volume of thoracic cavity, and with increase in volume of thoracic cavity, there will be decrease in air pressure. So there will be decrease in air pressure. Where decrease in air pressure? This decrease in air pressure in the lungs and in the thoracic cavity. And because of decrease in air pressure in lungs and in the thoracic cavity, what happens? Air will rushes inside. So when the air moves inside, this process is called as inspiration. Its exactly opposite process is expiration here. So what will happen during expiration? All events will be opposite to the process of inspiration. What you have seen in case of inspiration, diaphragm contracts. Because of that, there will be flattening of diaphragm takes place. So what happens during expiration? During expiration, this diaphragm muscles will relax. It will relax, opposite process. And because of relaxation of diaphragm, this flattened diaphragm will become dome shaped. It will move upward. Next to that, what happens with the intercostal muscles? These intercostal muscles will relax, and due to relaxation of intercostal muscles, the ribs which were moved upward and outward, these ribs will move towards the inward and downward movement. So what happens? There is dome shaped diaphragm muscles, ribs will come downward and inward, and because of that, thoracic cage, volume of thoracic cage will decrease. This decrease in volume of thoracic cage, there will be increase in air pressure in lungs, on lungs and in the thoracic cavity. Due to this increase in air pressure on the lungs, what happens? Air will be given outside. So this inspiration and expiration together constitute the process of breathing, and these are exactly opposite processes. So question of 2 marks or question of 3 marks can be asked on this process of breathing. Remember that one breath which is taken inside, and one cycle when the air is given outside, one inspiration and one expiration together constitute one breath. This is all about the first step of process of breathing. Second step of process of breathing is external respiration. That means the respiration or exchange of gases at lung level. That we are going to study in next lecture.